Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 2 with Goblin Rabblemaster. Yes, we would like to play first. Very good hand. Foundry, Denizen, double Legion Loyalist, the Goblin Rabblemaster, Ash Zealot. If we draw into a land, it's not dead because we can cast the Goblin Rabblemaster. If we draw into a card, it's not dead because we can cast it. So only dead card that we could draw into is another Goblin Rabblemaster, which eventually will not be dead. So we're going to definitely keep this hand. And again, it's going to be first turn Foundry, Denizen into second turn Legion Loyalist. So powerful. Loving this deck the more I play it. I wonder when Is It Staticaster and Electrickery is going to see a lot more play because of this deck, as both those cards really shut this down. I've been playing a Is It Staticaster in a Rug Fight Club deck, and it's been doing very well. Simic Guildgate, we could be going against Maze's End here. Don't know what else would be using a Guildgate, Simic Guildgate, but the good news is we have Burn to finish off the Maze's End deck, and he's going to take pretty significant damage on this turn, and he's going to have to blow his fogs very quickly. So, cast the other Legion Loyalist here, and get in there for a total of 5 damage on turn 2. I'll take that. As he's down to a 15. And if he is Maze's End again, he's going to have to put another guild, most likely another Guildgate into play, tapped. So come on, Rabblemaster. Yep, it's going to be Maze's End. I don't think he's going to be able to come back from this aggressive draw that we have, because he's going to be taking an extra 6 damage this turn. And he's down to a 9. So best case scenario for him is he can draw into a Riot Control, because that'll gain him 4 life. But yep, it's Maze's End. For 3 mana, just Fawn of Fortunes. He's dead next turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, he'll be down to a 1. And we won't put out any more creatures. It's pointless at this time. So probably going to be a very uninteresting match here, but people are starting to play Maze's End again because of the U-White stall. It's decent versus Planeswalkers. Jund Planeswalkers. So we're going to Lightning Strike his face here. Untap. And he's out to burn a fog, but we have another Lightning Strike. And it can't be a Riot Control. It can't be much of anything, and especially in response, yeah. Anyway, so we'll go on to the sideboard. Definitely Burning Earthshines in this match. We need to actually maybe mulligan aggressively for it. Magma Jet's great in here too. I think that we don't need, like, Firefist Strikers are a completely dead card because he has no blockers, and same with the Frenzied Goblins. And I'd even say Legion Loyalists aren't that great in this matchup. So if we need to cut them, that's what we'll cut. Electrickeries and Shocks are probably not impactful enough, so I think Legion Loyalist is the weakest card. Maybe Dynacharge. Well, if he taps out, Dynacharge could actually be... Yep, it's going to be Dynacharge is going to come out. Just going to go for a 1 of Dynacharge, and that way we can bring in back a Legion Loyalist and maybe even a Shock. Nah, Dynacharge number 2 is better. We'll submit this. So I'm happy we have Burning Earth. Burning Earth is going to be a card. He's not going to bring in any... Detention Spheres are going to be too slow. I highly doubt Detention Spheres are going to come in. I highly doubt any sort of enchantment hate is going to come in. Like, I'm sure he runs Deicide in his sideboard versus those type of matchups, or something he can actually deal with enchantments. But he's absolutely not going to bring it in. It's so tempting just to keep a... If this just had 1 land, I would keep it. This is going to be a mulligan. Cannot keep a no land hand. This is going to be a mulligan as well because we cannot keep a Mutavault hand. And this is the best we can actually hope for. We have a turn 1 drop, and we have Magma Jet to set us up. So let's hope for we need to draw a land in 2 turns. And we did not draw, but we have a Firedrinker Satyr, which gets in there for 2. So Destiny hit into that land drop next turn. There's a Burning Earth. Fortunately, not much we can do in this match. I mean, we did everything in our humanly possible to mulligan to find a playable hand, and missed a land drop in 3 turns. So, again, I do have the burn. I do have a total of 7 damage. And if we get that Burning Earth, he's drawing some amazing gates, though, to get him to that Maze's End finish. Another Magma Jet, not going to do it. Going to attack in for here. I guarantee it's going to be Riot or a Fog at this point. Nope, down to a 12. So we actually have 9 damage in our hand from spells. See if a Supreme Verdict comes out here. So looking good for us. He misses his land drop, but this is 4 turns in a row we miss our land drop. And here comes Fog number 1, I'm sure. Yep. But that just kind of reset the turn since he missed his land drop. We are on a clock now with Maze's End. We get the land. Sweet. That is going to be nice because I'm going to scry away everything but lands from now on out. Here on out, and we're just going to Magma Jet. And Riot Control, I'm going to go ahead and Magma Jet in response. He's going to get this back. We're going to put this on bottom, put the mountain on top. And we're going to do everything humanly possible to hit that Burning Earth. One guaranteed land next turn. Probably going to guarantee another land with the Magma Jet. I don't think that Rabblemaster is the right play here because, again, yep, he's just going to try to race me. He can do everything. I think a Fog's going to be in his hand at this point. I don't think he can take any more damage. And again, I don't want to feed him more creatures for Riot Control. Yep, here comes the Fog. In response, I'm just going to use it right now. Magma Jet him. Set it up again. We're going to put both these on bottom. So there's 2 cards that aren't lands. And see if he goes for Maze's End again. It's going to be a Courser. Here's Union. That's going to be very good too. And he can actually activate Maze's End if he gets... No, he's not going to be able to activate Maze's End this turn. I don't think I go Rabblemaster here. I hope to top deck into a land and Burning Earth. And if not, I think I Magma Jet again to find it. In fact, we could set this up, this Magma Jet up. Oh, geez. Again, put both of these on the bottom. So that would have been 4 draws in a row. We wouldn't have hit a land. See if we hit a land now. No, we don't. I will not play a Legion Loyalist. It just sets up more Riot Controls. Or do I? I think I just do. Even though I don't think at this point. Yeah, very unlucky. 2 lands in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we scried 1 away. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is just crazy. Just 2 lands in that. I know we're playing a land light hand, but we're going to be running into a ton of land drops. So if I attack in, he's able to kill off Foundry Denizen or Legion Loyalist. I think it's worth it, though, just to get in that last bit of damage and see what he does here. I'm sure he just hits the Firedrinker Satyr. Hopefully we get in for 3. Otherwise, if he Fogs or Riot Controls, we keep our stuff. Yep, that's what I thought he was going to do. No. Okay. He does take the 3, and I do lose my guy, so he's down to a 6. He's most likely going to Heroes Reunion next turn. There's a Supreme Verdict. That's a dead card at this point. I don't think that he needs to use the Supreme Verdict. He just uses the Heroes Reunion and puts himself back up to a 13. We have to hit into a land. Now, we can attack and Lightning Strike off the Courser or Crucifix after there's damage on it. I think it might be worth it to slow down his ability to look on top of his deck. Plus, the Supreme Verdict is inevitable. We do have a play with it as far as the Goblin Rabblemaster. Yep, here's Union. He's going to gain 7. He's probably going to gain another life of the Courser Crucifix. Yep, activates that Maze's End. So he's going to gain 2 more life because that's going to come into play and he's going to be able to play the Maze's End as well. And now a Detention Sphere is on the top. Which, I guess Detention Sphere is really good versus us because it's something for... So he did bring in Detention Sphere. That's disappointing. Maybe I won't show him the Burning Earth and just chalk this one up as a loss. Yeah, we don't hit the land anyway because apparently there's no lands on our deck. This will allow us to put in a 1/1. which the Legion Loyalist has to attack. I think Firedrinker Satyr can go in as well this turn. So I hope he actually uses his Detention Sphere on the Goblin Rabblemaster this next turn. But I don't see us coming back from this. So I guess we just got to hope he runs out. Another Detention Sphere on top. Let's hope he uses Maze Zen and gets rid of that Detention Sphere. But we're just a few turns away from losing. He's at a healthy 13. He does have a Supreme Verdict in his hand, I believe. So he's going to Detention Sphere. That's very, very good for us on the Rabblemaster. And maybe I'll bring in all my 1-drops next game, as if he's going to bring in cards like Supreme Verdicts and Detention Spheres that are too slow. Because this is basically a 4-mana casting cost card, because he's going to have lands into play tapped. And then his Supreme Verdicts of 5 mana. They're way too slow for this deck. Maybe I just don't worry about a Burning Earth. Other than, I would have had this out a number of turns ago. He probably would have had to pay, at least 5 life to get rid of it. Riot Control on the top. Yeah, we need to hit that. Absolutely need to hit that land next turn. There we go. And we are going to Burning Earth. Have fun with this guy. Don't know if it's going to be able to do enough. And again, I'm just going to attack in. We have to get every bit of life is essential. Hope he blocks here as Riot Control is 1 less life. Yep, down to 14. Got a Gilgate on top. That's actually one he needed as well. So that's unfortunate for us. And does he have another Detention Sphere anyway in his hand? He does. So there's the Burning Earth. It's going to allow him to play the Golgari Gilgate. I think I've seen enough. I don't think there's anything I can do to come back from this. Yeah, we're going to go on to next game. There's no way I can race this. All right, so again, maybe Frenzied Goblins are decent if I know he can't block. I still like Dynacharge. I think I'm just going to... I'm going to keep in the Burning Earths. Maybe even the Magma Jets. Maybe like Ash Zealot is bad here. I mean, there's 4 cards that would need to come out. Yeah, maybe it is Dynacharge and these Frenzied Goblins. I do think they're weak. We'll keep in... Nah, I'm not even going to... Maybe they're just better than Cackler, though. Or Legion Loyalist. Now I'm going to take out 2 of Cackler, as this can actually make that Courser not be able to block. I'm going to submit this. And yes, we'd like to play first. Unfortunately, this is going to be another mulligan. This is a keepable hand. Wow, this is actually a pretty decent hand. It's slow, though. But we do have the Burning Earth. That hopefully we can draw that 4th land. Again, no dead draws. And the Rabblemaster is quite effective. There's a Cackler. Turned too late, but it's a Cackler nonetheless. And Rabblemaster is going to be able to get in for 3 next turn, unless he does have like a Fog. He does shock himself. So Font of Fortunes, that's fine. It's quite slow. Here's our Rabblemaster. Attack in for 3. Put him down to a 15. And let's hope for this land. Land, of course, would be ideal. He probably does have a 2-mana Fog in his hand. And we hit a Dynacharge. I don't think that's worth it at this point. We're going to attack in with everything. And here comes the Defend the Hearth, or the Fog. It's got to. Yep, there's the Fog. I'm going to strike him down. And we'll Cackler here. He's still a turn away from the Supreme Verdict. Unless he shocks himself. But that's highly unlikely in his deck. Yep, it's going to be Rakdos Gilgate. Could be Riot Control. Again, I hope he just taps out here. Or Detention Sphere something for the Cacklers, the Goblin Rabblemaster. And that'll allow me to get in for a lot of damage. Actually, it'll be lethal if he does tap out here. Alrighty, so it is a Detention Sphere. Let's see what he's targeting here. This should be lethal no matter what he targets. So this is going to be game. Yep, Goblin Rabblemaster, which he has to at this point. Which, yeah, and he played a land, and Dynacharge is going to be the victor here. As it'd be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yep. Way enough. So this is why I play Dynacharge, is for this very reason of overwhelming the opponents. So now we can just overload it. and swing for the win. There we go. So 2-0 so far. Very powerful deck. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.